What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grind. You're watching Sub Urban Nerds, this channel where I give my nerd views on today's nerd news. Well, it's Monday, and I hope everybody had an awesome weekend. I had a pretty good weekend myself. So just let's get right into it. First thing we're going to talk about is the box office weekend, because you know I love me some movies. Well, in first place, you know, it had to be Thor Ragnarok once again. Yeah, Thor Ragnarok, it only dropped about 54%, but it made $56.6 million for this second weekend, staying in first, which was great. It was like, that movie's still great, like I said. If anything, check out my my review of the movie. Well, actually no, the card will be up there. So check out my review. And next we have in second place Daddy's Home 2. You know, Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg and, you know, Mel Gibson. And like it's I haven't seen it. I'm hearing mixed reviews on it, so I don't know. But I sort of like Daddy's Home, the first one, so I don't know. I'll still check out the second one eventually. But it made $30 million, which ain't too bad, but definitely probably was hoping for a little bit more. But hey, for comedies nowadays, 30 million ain't bad. Third place, we got Murder on the Orient Express. It came off with about $28.2 million, which is not that bad either. Not every movie can be like huge blockbusters making 100 million. Like 30 million is decent, especially if it has feet and it keeps making, doesn't drop that much. So Murder on the Orient Express, it's supposed to be sort of like Clue on a train. Someone dies, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, but we'll see. In fourth place, we got Bad Moms Christmas. The first Bad Mom was really funny with Mila Kunis and Kristen Bell, and it was, I liked it, the first one. I'm gonna check out the second one eventually. Once again, that's another movie. It's kind of funny how a guy movie, dads against the mom movies or whatever. But hey, at least they didn't go out on the same weekend, you know what I'm saying? Then it would have been like Clash of Sexes or whatever, Battle of the Sexes, Battle of the Parents. But it came off, Bad Moms came off with $11.51 million, which is still not that bad. Like I said, I believe it's in its like a third weekend or something like that. And then in fifth place, we've got Jigsaw coming off with $3.42 million with a domestic total of $34.3 million, which that movie is chugging along, still making that money. Overall, this weekend with the box office, pretty good. Good variety of choices of movies you want to see. You still got Medea's Boo too, which I'm not sure which place came, but most likely about 6th, 7th, or whatever, because that thing is still chugging along. But that's pretty much it for the box office. Check out all my other reviews, whatever. Like, when it comes to box office, every Monday I try and give that thing, so you guys stay informed as far as what movies are doing good, what movies you think you might want to see. Well, now let's start with the nerd rundown for today. First topic is, which is why I'm kind of rocking this Wonder Woman Gal Gadot shirt. There's a rumor that Gal Gadot refuses to return to for the Wonder Woman 2 movies, like unless WB cuts Brett Rayner and his ties to the Rat Pack Dune Entertainment production company. The movie is slated to release December 2019, but the thing is funny about that is I thought, and if you guys don't know why she's doing this, because Brett Rayner, it came out in public that he's sexual misconduct or whatever. You know, like this whole big thing about like so many people like Louis C.K. and all these other high-powered people have been using their clout, their you know, their power or their celebrityness to take advantage of women and or just really be awful people and do some vulgar things like masturbate in front of them, which I don't condone to whatsoever, but and no one should. But yeah, so a lot of people is taking a stand, and Gal Gadot is doing that. She's taking a stand and she's saying she doesn't want to work with a studio that's willing to work with someone that's this awful. And granted, they did go public and say that they're kind of cutting their ties with Brett Rayner, and but at the same time, that's kind of like the face. Brett Ratner's production company, the Rat Pack Dooms Entertainment, they still have a lot of ties with WB and things. So she doesn't want Brett Ratner making any money off of any of her work, which is her work with Justice League or Wonder Woman or anything like that. Which I commend her for taking her stand, you know, because the only way change happens is when people that have that power stand up and say, no, we're not going to let that happen anymore. So as far as that goes, hey, good on you, Wonder Woman, or good on you, Gal Gadot. But the one thing is, I don't know how much of that is, like, because like I said, this is just rumor and speculation right now. But you figured they would have had to put her in a contract or agreement to be Wonder Woman. So I don't know if, like, she can really force it like that. But I'll tell you one thing, if there's anyone that has the power or clout, it's Gal Gadot right now, because she's killed it in Batman vs. Superman. She killed it in Wonder Woman. And from what I'm hearing, she killed it in the Justice League movie. So right now, Wonder Woman's the only thing keeping them strong, because after Wonder Woman came out, you saw how much they were pushing her so much more for the Justice League trailers and everything. So you know they're really banking on her as far as everything, because she's the only one that's pretty much like made the DCU whatever seem reliable and seem like they're capable of doing actual good superhero movies. So Gal Gadot, she might have them by the balls, as you can say, like as they say, but we'll see how that works out, because like I said, she's in agreement, she's in a contract, and you can't just be like, nope, don't want to do it, because when you're in a contract, they can sue you or something like that. But hey, we'll see if maybe she can. She said she still, like, regardless of the fact, she'll probably still fight or whatever, maybe. But if anything, I'll keep you guys informed about that. But right now, she just doesn't want anything, which, like, I don't think it'll be too bad, because everyone is trying to cut their ties, and, you know, WB, and they're trying to make that money. And if they could be like, okay, we'll pay you off out of your contract as far as working with us with this, we'll work with you on other projects, but as far as with the DCU and Wonder Woman stuff like that, sorry, we can't do that. I think that's possible. I think they might actually do that move for Gal Gadot, because, you know, they want to keep their golden goose happy, you know. Next we've got Metal Gear Solid. I don't know if any of you guys ever played Metal Gear Solid. It's a great game. I played the first one. Well, not the first one, but I played one of my first encounters with PS1 was with Metal Gear Solid, and that game was it was so ahead of its time. And they've redone it, I believe, or they have online, or they have like a thing where you can go through the first stage of Metal Gear Solid, where you come up out of the water and go up the elevator, and you can go through this thing in full like 4K resolution. But there's no people, but you can just go through all the stages, and it looks really awesome. I'm gonna try and see if I can maybe get a link. There was a guy that played a playthrough of it, so I'll try and see Center Strain. I'll try and see if I can put a description down below where he walks through it and shows everybody. It's a good, like, maybe like 20 minutes long video, but except you get to see the stage in all its glory. But yeah, it's this much closer to happening, which is awesome, because I believe they've been talking about this for so long. Just like all video games, like they've been talking about making a movie. Halo, they've been talking about making a movie. But the Metal Gear Solid is this much closer, because the Variety reports that Jurassic World, Kong, Skull Island, and Star Wars Episode 9 screenwriter Derek Connolly has come on board to write Sony's big screen adaptation of Metal Gear Solid. He's reuniting with Kong Skull Island director Jordan Von Roberts, who's attached to direct. There still isn't a release date, and Jordan says he wants to make the movie true to what it needs to be. Now, how I feel about this is, I did like Kong Skull Island. I did like Jurassic World, and I haven't seen Episode 9 yet, but I hear it's awesome. Nope, actually no. Sorry, it's Episode 7 that came out, and then Episode 8 with Ryan Johnson. So Episode 9 is supposed to be directed by JJ or whatever. So as far as the other movies that actually come out, I do have a good belief in it. And then, like I said, the director of Kong Skull Island, there were issues with Kong Skull Island, but overall the movie was pretty good. So I have faith in it, and you know, they've worked well together before. And the screenwriter, the screenwriter doesn't have that much effect, because it's all about what the director does with the screenplay. You know, he takes something that's written, and then he kind of works it around to make it work and visualize, because not always there's something that's seen, like say comic books or something like that, not always something that's written or seen works well on a screen. And we've seen plenty of movies where like the screenplay, people have read the screenplay, it seemed awesome, and then the movie came out crap. So it's all really about the director, but them working together, they've done good things, so I'm looking forward to seeing this. It's regardless of the fact, I want to see Metal Gear Solid done right. I want to see a video game done right, a video game movie done right, because so many times they hype these things up for it to be great. Like Assassin's Creed was supposed to be awesome, lame, came out boring. Just like they focus too much on the real world and not so much on the assassin world. You know, the World of Warcraft one, it was okay. It wasn't the best thing in the world. It was okay. It wasn't bad. This wasn't like, you know, you got all these movies. Like the one that everyone's hoping for is Tomb Raider. And it's from what clips or whatever, it looks like it's good. And Alicia Vikander, I believe, is the one that's going to be playing Tomb Raider, and she's getting ripped and jacked up. Like I said, I've put descriptions down below. Maybe I'll try and put a description down below as well of them talking about how jacked and ripped she got for this movie. And maybe I'll throw in a trailer too, just so you can see it yourself. But yeah, video game movies, they just haven't had any good luck in making them awesome. And Metal Gear Solid has a lot of lore, has a lot of stuff, like all these games they can try and take from. Hopefully they don't try and jumble it all up together, but they can make, if they really focus on the right thing, they can make a good Metal Gear Solid. So that's just me, my fingers crossed, hoping that they do it. So next on the Nerd Rundown, we've got Daredevil Season 3 begins shooting next week. Season 2 was awesome. Season 3, I can't wait. I didn't finish Defenders. I will get Defenders, and like I said, once again, I'll put a description card over for my review of each episode, so I can have the full playlist done for you guys. But as far as Daredevil Season 3, Daredevil Season 2 was awesome. That's when they introduced Punisher, and it was awesome. Like, I can't even describe it. It was just so great. Just the way all the characters developed. Punisher, like, you felt his pain. You understood why he was so crazy. And then Kingpin, you see the rise of him getting his name, Kingpin, in the prison. And then, but we'll see, because on another note, Disney is definitely going to pull their Netflix Marvel Universe. I don't know when, nobody knows when, but eventually they're going to do, because they're going to start their streaming, their whole streaming system in like 2019, I believe, or either 2019 or 2020, but I believe it's 2019. And I don't know if like Netflix has an agreement already that like sort of they make as much as they want, and when they're done, then Disney gets it, or if in 2019 Disney pulls it all and that's it, that's mine, like, you know, Indian giver type of thing. So we'll see how that works, but hopefully for the time being, because like I said, they're already slated to do Jessica Jones Season 2. They're already doing, they're planning on Iron Fist Season 2. What's it called? Luke Cage Season 2. I don't know about the, you know, Punisher, because Punisher is just coming out, but they're doing the Season 3. And I don't know if by then Defenders 2 will come, Season 2 will come out, because I don't think they're going to get this all done within 2019. But we'll see how that works out. And Disney, please don't take it from us. I just want to keep it on. I don't want to pay for Disney streaming system. I have Netflix. That's all I need. You know, just let me have that, okay? Let me have that. So sorry, I don't mean to beg, but you know, it's like I love Daredevil so much. But that's pretty much it as far as next leading into that. Punisher this Friday, the 17th, comes out. Anybody that like the Punisher in Daredevil Season 2, look forward to even more craziness. There's not a lot of episodes. I believe it's like only 8 or something. Or is it 8? You know, I'll check. And like come Friday, I'll definitely let you guys know more information about that. But definitely look forward to the Punisher Season 1. And that's what I'm going to be watching this weekend. My boys and other people are going to be watching that this weekend. You should be too. And last of all, Disney is still after Fox. They're still courting them, because you know what? Stock on Fox has gone up since everybody see Disney going after it. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of works on both sides, people. But I don't know. You know, Disney probably wants to buy Fox, not just for the fact that, you know, they have all the Marvel, whatever, but also they have the original Star Wars New Hope, the only they can release it. So if they got the original back on, you know they can start sending DVDs of the original ones and making even more money on Star Wars than they do right now. But yeah, they're going after Fox, and I think, like I said, they want that slate of movies for their streaming system. Because what better than to start a new streaming system with all of the library of Fox, and Fox has a huge library of movies. So that just sounds like a great idea as far as with them. Me, I don't know. People might think it's a little bit monopolizing. Me, I don't want them to have Fox. I pretty much just want them to have Fantastic Four back so that they can, you know, do their Marvel things, because Fantastic Four has great villains, Doctor Doom, Galactus. Like, you can, after Infinity War, you need something, and Galactus would definitely be a great threat to have or build up to for the next whole arc of the Marvel Universe. But that's pretty much it for me as far as, you know, my nerd news. Hopefully you guys liked it. Remember, just like, whatever, tell your friends, tag them, share, and remember to subscribe, and check out last week's Friday's episode of Nerd News, and check out the playlist. And if anything, check out my Thor Ragnarok review. So, thank you. I'm Wes Grant. You've been watching Suburban Nerd, and you've just been nerdified. Catch you guys later.